What's up, gaming heroes? It's Zap, and welcome back to my corner of the internet where farming gold and collecting data isn't just a hobby, but an obsession. Anyone who's spent any amount of time gold farming in World of Warcraft will know the feeling of trying to find ways to fill the market and cash in on a niche. Whether that niche is crafting reagents, mounts, toys, flippables, or even transmog, you always find yourself diving down a rabbit hole of where should I farm, or what should I do? And I'm hoping that with this series, I can answer that question. What dungeons should you run? Well, I'm going to find out by running all of them for you. 30 times. I know. 30 times isn't as much as some people will farm a specific dungeon for a specific item, but that's because those dungeons are tried and true and everyone already knows about it. And the wares that those dungeons drop may even be flooding the AH already. So just sit back, relax, and watch as I gather some data. And if you want to watch me live as I slowly lose my mind, feel free to swing by my Twitch at twitch.tv/getzapped42. I am live every Saturday morning and occasionally in the evenings if I feel like it. And if you want some specific gold guides from some of the best guide writers around, check out gaminghero.io. I have a discount code in the comments. And without further ado, let's rage against Ragefire Chasm and see how much loot we can actually get. Alright, it's been about 30 minutes of farming here in Ragefire Chasms, and after 10 runs, I have gotten 669 gold in just raw gold, and almost 32,000 gold in transmog items. So far, the most valuable items I have gotten have been parts of the Nomad set, which is a mostly common item set. I'm not seeing anything of any insane value here in Ragefire Chasm, with the exception of possibly like the Aboriginal pieces. But let's keep going. Alright, another half hour or so has passed, and it's been another 10 runs, making a total of 20. And I've gotten only 661 gold this run. I've also only gotten 27,974 gold in value from the transmog items, and yet again, it's mostly been in items like the hunting set, the nomad armor, and the spellbinder armor. we have just completed our final 10 runs, making our 30 runs total. This time I've gotten 668 gold in raw gold, 34,900 gold in transmog value. Alright, gaming heroes, I've just completed the 30 runs of Ragefire Chasm, and I know you're chomping at the bit to know what all I got. So in raw gold, I got roughly 2,000 gold, which isn't a whole heck of a lot, but for an hour and a half of my time just farming these handful of items, 2,000 gold is not bad. I've got 94,791 gold in value, and I have a total of 131 posts in the auction house. Some of that is cloth, which is going to be a guaranteed sell, but almost no value, and I'm hoping that some of those white items will sell. Alright, so it's been a couple of days since I've done all of my runs and I've been posting things. So I've got 7,800 gold in the mail, plus the 2,000 gold I got in raw gold, plus some 300 or so I accidentally checked when I opened up the mailbox. I sold some of the, what were they? The enchant chest mana. I didn't mean to pick those up, but all of those have sold. So we're looking at a roughly 9k gold for an hour and a half, I guess almost 10k. So all in all, I would say this is a pretty successful little farm. Would I recommend farming Ragefire Chasm? Probably not. But if it's something you're interested in, definitely give it a try. If nothing else, you might pick up an entire set of no bad gear, which I have sold a ton of. Let's see, 2,500 plus 1,500 is 4,000, plus 2,300 gives me 6,300, plus 850. So 7,100 gold worth of everything here is just nomad armor. And it didn't take too long for it to sell either. So give it a shot. Let me know how it works for you. Alright guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me while I did my diving into Ragefire Chasm. Let me know which dungeons you would like for me to do next, if there's anything you're curious about. This is just my bank tune. I do all of my farming on a druid. Next up I have the Wailing Caverns, but if there's something else that you guys are curious about, I might be able to move it up my content schedule. But I do plan on getting to every dungeon eventually. And in the meantime, this has been Zap. Thank you for your time, and feel free to check out gaminghero.io.